Whoa, I came in on bended knee. It wasn't hard to fall for me. You stood beneath a burning tree in hope to rescue Lee. I figured it's the things I've done. There's something about the man that I've become. Hey, look at all the hearts we've won, these restless little thieves. So I send, they're warmer than the ones that never left my head. I've made an ocean of this bed. Now I beg you'd starve to roll through it. Well, you can let your arrows sing. I've never met a man of iron skin, but you know, archers never make good kings. Fire burst into everything now. Whoa. Your neck just to see the stars. And if we don't dare to hold it, then this reckless wandering love was never ours.
That was Archers by Ballroom Thieves from their latest CD, A Wolf in the Doorway. This is WOOL-FM 91.5 in the broadcast area and streaming live from Wool FM everywhere else. Quick reminder that the always excellent Roots on the River Festival is coming up again, June 3rd through 5th, 2016, here in Bellows Falls. And Ballroom Thieves are on that lineup. As usual, it's a strong opening Friday on the main stage under the big tent up on the hill. Izzy Sarabrov is debuting with his brand new CD. Perennial Faves Roger Marin Band is back with Blair Hogan and Brock Zeman. Had a great conversation with Brock recently. You can hear that online at rootsontheriver.com. Della May and the great Dave Elvin are on the bill. And right in the middle of that, something that I'm convinced is going to be a festival highlight. The Ballroom Thieves are going to be playing, and they're bringing the main youth rock orchestra with them. And if this was a perfect universe, we'd have somebody here on the phone right now to talk about that.
Hello.
What? Who is this?
Devin from the Ballroom Thieves here.
It is a perfect universe after all. You guys are going to cause a stir, I think, on this. Let's talk about Ballroom Thieves for people who haven't been lucky enough to catch the band. You've been described as a rock band in a folk suit, but it's really more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we hit on a whole bunch of different genres and different vibes and attitudes. We sort of operate in our songwriting with a no rules, just right policy and try out anything, do whatever we want. And so far it's been working. Definitely inspired with some folk roots and storytelling lyrics, but with a hard-hitting attitude and big sounds of a rock band at times as well. So we're going to bring our normal trio of guitar, cello, and drums with 3 vocals to you, but also we'll be joined by our friends from the Maine Youth Rock Orchestra, about 20 high school students who play different orchestral string instruments, and they're gonna back us up for the festival. We're excited. It's a really incredible group of young adults, and we've never brought it to a festival stage before in Bellows Falls. That'll be the first time we've done that, and we're really looking forward to it.
As a trio, the band, you guys have built a really strong reputation for your live shows. You tour hard.
Yeah, we don't really stop touring. For the last 2.5 years, we've toured about 10 to 10.5 months out of each year. It's been a wild ride, but defined by some incredible moments. We're having a great time, traveling a lot, playing hard, and just trying to do this thing.
You're landing on the bills of some really great festivals all across the country. You kind of dig the festival thing?
Yeah, we dig the festival thing. If you get a beautiful day, the festival vibes are tough to beat. It's, you rarely find people not in a good mood and just really excited to hear new music. So when we can also, throw in the addition of having some buzz because we're bringing an orchestra along with us,
yeah,
I think that's a pretty exciting opportunity and combination of things. So I expect that Bellow Falls is going to be one of the more special ones we've got coming up this year.
You guys have played in the area. Well, you've played everywhere, but you have played in the area before. You have a local following, loyal local following.
Yeah, we play Burlington quite frequently. That's sort of our main Vermont stop, and we just absolutely love it there. We've been traveling there for years and have many good friends there and built up a solid fan base of Vermonters, which is a special group of people. We always feel right at home there. Excited to be back in a festival atmosphere.
You've dropped a couple of EPs along the way, and the full length, A Wolf in the Doorway. Talk about that a little bit. How does it differ from what you do live? Does it?
We really have always worked hard to reproduce our recorded material live in a way that leaves no disappointments. We make a lot of noise as a trio live and really don't put too many extra bells and whistles on our recorded music. So, I think if you enjoy this CD, if you enjoy our recorded material, you're going to have a great time at a live show because there's even more energy. I'm really proud of this group because I truly believe that we always just kind of leave our hearts on the stage. It's kind of play as if it's your last show ever. Mm-hmm. And we just have such a good time together. We connect the deepest and the most out of all the time that we spend together when we're on stage. So I think that comes across, and we like to engage with the audience. The whole thing ends up being a pretty good time usually.
We're talking with Devin. He's the percussionist with Ballroom Thieves. They're going to be at Roots on the River this year. And probably you're the best person for me to ask this. What's up with that drummer?
I've got a pretty crazy drum kit. It's a little different. The band started when I was in college with Martin, and due to the limitations of the size of the dorm room, I couldn't really have a full drum kit. So I sort of built my own, came up with my own setup with the core of it being a djembe on its side, hit with big orchestral bass drum mallets, and that is my kick drum. And it sounds like that might be adorable, but there's nothing adorable about it. It actually it makes a huge sound. It hits low frequencies that some kick drums don't, and it delivers a big boom. So it's only one of the interesting aspects of the band, but the collection of percussive accoutrements that are happening on stage are pretty neat. It's a lot of fun to play.
And I got to say that any band with a hard-working cello is automatically my favorite band.
Yeah, me too. We've got Karen Peters playing cello and singing, and she plays a carbon fiber cello, which allows her some versatility in what she can do and how hard she can kind of dig into the instrument. And you will certainly find that this is no orchestral approach to playing the cello. She's kind of rocking out on it and treating it at times like a bass guitar, at times like an electric guitar solo, other times just holding down the melody. She really does a broad range of. She wears a lot of hats as our cellist, and it's certainly a large part of how this band is able to make so much noise with only 3 people is that cello.
On your website, ballroomthieves.com, there's this absolutely tremendous photo documentary of the band on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Artful and telling. How'd that happen?
Thank you. Yeah, a friend of ours, Matt Lamano, he's a wonderful photographer. He has always been very interested in exploring and trying to capture the work ethic of the band as we, sort of deal with the trials and tribulations and frustrations of living on the road and touring so heavily. So he joined us for about 4 days as we were just about to release our debut full-length album last year in April. And he just just wanted to capture the essence of, how we were feeling, what it was taking to prepare for everything, and then some of the real beautiful things that are sort of to be expected about being in a band. Of course, the live show is really fun and really cool, and it seems great, but there are also so many things behind the scenes that are difficult and really test the people who are in the band and pushing this thing to help it move. So he joined us and captured all of that and put it together in this photo essay that, as you said, is available on our website to check out.
Props to you guys for supporting local automotive repair people.
Yeah, we've had some breakdowns, and he managed to catch one on film. It was not planned. We've been asked before if that was planned, but it was most certainly not, as you'll be able to tell by the expressions on our faces. That's just a real part of this job. When you drive 100,000 miles a year, your car is going to give out here and there and needs a break too.
Has the band been able to overcome its antiquing problem?
No, it's still very much a problem.
We got some great antique shops here in Bellows Falls.
Oh, no. Well, if there's anyone listening, maybe we could get some discounts as the poor artists. But we spend the little money we're able to make out there doing this thing. We tend to make healthy contributions to local antique shops all over the country, and we usually come home with more than we bargained for, which is ironic because none of us have homes, so it kind of goes right into storage. And someday I think we'll each have pretty interesting, unique spaces with decor that we've collected all over the country. But for now, it just sort of sits in basements and storage units waiting for those homes.
Well, eventually those Victorian curio cabinets are going to go great with the cattle skulls.
Exactly, yeah. It's not like we're collecting practical things that we might use, like furniture and such. It's usually more along the lines of bones and antique weapons and pretty much anything that we can make into something else. We make a lot of arts and crafts on the road to try to sell at the merch table and brand the band through this, sort of repurposed and antique vibe. So hopefully we'll have some of those handmade items in Bellows Falls with us.
That'll be cool. That'll really make for an interesting merch table. The great music and custom-made stuff.
Yeah.
We've been talking with Devin. He's a percussionist with Ballroom Thieves. They're going to be at Roots on the River this year. June 3rd on the big stage right here in Bellows Falls. They're bringing the main youth rock orchestra. It's going to be awesome. Trust me. Thanks so much for your time, man.
It's a pleasure. We really appreciate community radio, and we'll see you in June and take care until then.
Have fun on the road.
Thanks, brother.
We're going to go out with another track from the latest full-length CD, A Wolf in the Doorway. This is Wild Woman.
Left the homestead and poured out into the unknown. Hey, a wild woman's heart beats in tune with my own. Truth is a thief on the road to the gallows of time. But if life is a glimpse, it is death. I've been living a lie. Hey, stood alone at the gate of my golden years. and has heard a guest on her path, but she can't make it mine. She's a wild woman. She's a wild woman. Built an altar and prayed to what's holy in me. Oh, yeah. All the signs I let nobody see. Oh, yeah. She was silent and I sailed alone through the sun. Oh, 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 and for all of my pleading, she never once begged to be won. She's a wild woman. She's a wild woman. Hey, she's a wild woman. Oh, oh, she's a wild woman. She's a wild woman. She's a wild